understand it if it was in, like I say, if I would see the fruits, if I will see the results of feminism, like, you know, the most normal thing, a mother breastfeeding her baby, and I mean, or we got, topless beaches everywhere, nobody bother you. I'll say, damn, feminism is doing good. Or even more important, if we got, big nurseries at work, with 20 cameras watching the children, where, you're at work and you're watching your children in the camera, at least, and you're listening to what's happening. You got the recording, because we got the capabilities now. Like I just told you, my iPad alone, they took out the garbage, and there was a big garbage can. They took it out, but people, they got accustomed to leave the garbage over there. Oh well. Then I will probably become a feminist myself, because that will stop, the factory of effed up babies, effed up people. Effed up babies grow up into effed up people. That will stop it. Why? Because, on your lunch break, whatever, you can go to the nursery. Your baby is going to listen to your voice. It's going to be relaxed. But what happened when more daycare? Yeah, I always see these things over here, like, it must be a good business, I always see daycare. And that shit shouldn't be. That shit shouldn't be. Because, I mean, we have more than 100 years of feminism, right? It's not a movement like they want to say, oh, it just started. And that's one of the things that's how they get the young generations. That they think that they're being trailblazers or whatever. No. My especially my paternal grandma, she was born at the beginning of the 20th century. She was a feminist. And she was always cursing men out. So it's nothing new. And I bring it up every time I can. Like wherever it goes, like, why don't you guys have a nursery here? So you can have, like, like with the electrolysis place that I go to, there is, I gotta call Marcus. I forgot. Yeah, I gotta tell him something. Anyway, I just remember. Okay, I'll do it in a little while. I said that, why you don't have the nurseries here? Like, why don't you put it out? Especially the ones that are unionized. Over there in my clinic, they unionize the mental health department. That's not even one of the petitions. For them to have, nurseries, and, they got specialized staff at all times, and, cameras and stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. Any other solution? Because this shit has been haunting me for years. But especially after I saw 84-year-old Congresswoman Maxine Waters tribute for Harper's Bazaar, not for some whatever, for Harper's Bazaar to Megan Stallion. Hour and a half tribute to Megan Stallion, praising her as a role model for little girls. And that they kept saying, young women, girls, little girls, that's the population they was targeting. I don't even want to know how many views that shit got right now. And that she was Megan Stallion revolutionary. You know, we got to do what we want to do. We want to be who we are. You know, I mean, like, I haven't really recovered from that shit. It's been already 2 years that somebody sent me that interview, whatever. And every time I mention it to anybody, like they go like, you know, oh, that's nothing. There's a lot of more crazy, bad stuff happening. And with a straight face, they say that with a straight face, and like, I'm like, that don't make it right. That don't justify it. That, you know, I don't even know why you're bringing it up. I want to say that, you know. But I was like, I think I get in shock, and I say like, I just keep quiet and like, you know, how is it possible that she's still in Congress after making such horrific video? I mean, like, it would have been horrific if she just made it up, like, you know, just a regular video, like regular tribute to Megan Stallion. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Megan Thee Stallion. She's not just any stallion. She's the stallion. That would have been bad. But then she, you know, she kept saying that this is what we needed. So refreshing, you know, strong black women, blah, 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 blah. And it's like revolutionary. And you go like, you know, becoming a bucket of sperm. It's never been revolutionary. It's never been like, that's the oldest trick in the world. That's the most demonic shit. I think, oh my God, it's gonna turn. He's coming from my ass. They're so aggressive, like, I guess he slowed down, you know, but sometimes they actually click on the you see, these are from 1962 trains. Shameful. It's shameful that we pay the most taxes and we got nothing to show for it. We got nothing to show for it except the chemtrails. How much money we're spending on those things? I ask people. This is our tax dollars. This is our money. But we got no vote. We got no say in it. We got nothing, you know. We just gotta ride along to get along, right? Play along to get along. Yeah, all that shit looked very suspicious, you know. All the clouds that I show you, they don't look natural. Anyway, I gotta make peace with this shit because I'm probably gonna die of old age. I'm gonna probably die in my hundreds. And it only gonna get worse. It only gonna get worse. We will continue to congratulate these women who produce broken men and crazy ass B word. We still haven't finished the bridge. More than 3 years and we still guys around. So, voltage. And that's very hard to accept. It's very hard to accept. I don't want to see a world like this, where we all gonna get together. Yes, I was molested as a child. And that was an accident. That was part of life. Shit happened. All this stuff that justification, excuses. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I want us to talk about, how can we support them so they can stay home? At least until the child is 10 years old. That's what they call them, formative. They call them formative years. That's what they always been calling them. Always, since I can remember, that's what they say, the formative years of a child. The first 10 years. That's where we pick up our beliefs, we pick up our whatever, I don't know how to say that in this language, our ratchetness. That shit come because it become normalized. It become normalized because more and more, every time, more and more children, they're growing up, seeing their uncles, their aunties do immoral stuff, doing destructive stuff. It's like, how many grown-ups from the 70s now? They talk about, yes, everybody was strung out on something when I was growing up. I was not able to rely on nobody because everybody was wasted. Everybody was high. Everybody was, busy, hustling, pedaling. Everybody was, and they just talk about it not like saying, how can we stop that? How can we stop that factory of fucked up children, fucked up people? Of course they're gonna grow up and they're gonna say oh, my child, I have had women, they tell me to my face, my son is a crystal meth addict and he's a gay porn star, and they tell it to you with a straight face. That was his choice. That was his whatever, Meanwhile, the girl do have a college degree. The girl do have college degree. They put all their energy into women. For what? For what? If you think we see him now, we're in the midst of we're seeing this new paradigm develop right in front of our eyes. This shit is developing right in front of our eyes. We see that what was precious yesterday, today, it's not that important. And we're seeing it. I don't know if you can see it. and the construction, the path mark. I don't know. I still got hope they might make Costco, but it don't look it. It really don't look it. So I don't know. Something gotta give. Something gotta give. I don't want to be in my 70s, in my 80s, and just seeing more and more degradation of society. Like. But that's gonna be the reality. Prostitution. It's gonna be legal. And it's going to be a dignified career, which is what they've been doing all along. It's like, sex work is work. What are you talking about? They got rights and they got everything. And why you care so much about prostitute rights? That is the question. I mean, like, okay, I get it. It's like they're human beings. But why is the state so invested in just pushing it? Like, right now in New York City, if you're a prostitute, you get free healthcare. So, which is great, but the way you do it, by broadcasting it, by putting over there, so the little girls are gonna say like, oh, that shit is okay. If the state is giving me free healthcare, they care about me, and it's because I'm doing a good thing. I'm doing a good thing, or something. I don't know. But like I say, everybody grew up with, their cousin being a prostitute, their mom being a prostitute, or their neighbor being a prostitute. And when you want to talk about it, they say, big deal. Well, big deal, that shit's been around. It's part of our community. No, it's not. And who told you that? Who told you that shit was part of the community? Oh, it's the oldest profession. Okay. The oldest profession in Rome, in Babylon, they still don't got the chairs down. They're not even interested in giving customer service because people are still making deliveries, right? So you gotta be politically correct. And to be politically correct, you have to become, like they say, you gotta become an ally of the prostitutes. Because it's not their fault. It's the man's fault that she's a prostitute. So what am I telling you right there? What is it that I'm telling you? That it is a mental disability. It is a disability. To be a woman is a disability because, hey, he's my pimp, so I am blameless. Blame him because he's the pimp. I don't know. This shit is so sick and perverted. I'm like, I kind of always tell myself I'm not want to talk about this, and I always end up talking about this because it is still very shocking to me. It's still very shocking to me. I knew for a long time it is a problem. It's a big problem in the world. But what is scary now is that we no longer. That's a spaceship. What the fuck is that? What is scary, what is disturbing, is the fact that we don't see that as a problem. We just embrace it as part of our culture, part of society, part of whatever, part of being a woman. Part of being a woman is like, shit, shake what your mama gave you. You know, shit, if you got it, flaunt it. You know, you might as well make some money. You're stupid, you know. Because, as I say, I was very promiscuous. Not proud of it. You know, some shameful shit. But people always told me I was an idiot for doing it for free. That was the problem people got with my behavior. With maladaptive, you know, behavior, whatever you want to call it. That I was doing it for free. And they said, you're such an idiot. And some bitches, like, you know, there was all prostitutes that was like, they actually saw me as their enemy. They considered me the enemy because, shit, this bitch is like giving it for free. So that's why the guys, they don't call me up as much. You know, I mean, which it was, I guess in a way it is true because the internet, you know, killed the sex work. Oh my God, I want to ride and bike a little bit, but I'm not healthy enough, I think. Oh, they took the pedal. That's why it's there. Get your coins, girl. You gotta make your coins. Oh, you're so smart. I swear, I heard that. You know, I hang out with prostitutes like 10 years out of my life because I was going to the groups, you know, being transsexual, being HIV positive. There's no other place. There's no other place to go. They put you in there. They put you in there on automatic. On automatic, you gotta go Housing Works, you know, Village Care, all that shit. So that was, I guess, a rude awakening. You know, I was like, bitch, that's your place in society. I was like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I don't have to go there, and I'm not going back there. I don't think I'm going back there, especially after what they did, the last shenanigans they did in Bronx Works. It's like, come on. And I mean, if they was to admit it, yes, we fucked up. We never call you up to see if you was okay after your surgery. You know? No. No, it's oh, we needed a HIPAA consent. So like, bitch, I left blanked HIPAA consents because I wanted to make sure there was not going to be no excuses. And if it wasn't because I texted the guy, the director, you know, I texted him, did you get the email from my caseworker from the clinic? It's like, he took a long time to reply, and I know that they always check in their phone. So he took a long time to reply, and he said, oh, we need a HIPAA consent. So you waited like 5 days to tell me So I told him, there's no sense of urgency because it's me, And I told him over the phone, I told him, like, this shit is discrimination. This shit is discrimination because I've seen how you guys work. I've seen how you guys work. That I have had people saying, like, oh shit, they went to visit me in the hospital in my house, when I had a bout of depression, when I had what is this about? When I had was a beef stew. I guess I might take a couple. You never know. You never know. I know they're nasty, but I always say maybe for a guest. Because there's people that they will eat all kinds of garbage. There's people will eat all kinds of garbage, for real. I'm like, and I feel guilty sometimes about that because, like, my boyfriend, he ate all kinds of garbage. So I say, don't touch my organic shit. I feel like, it's like, I don't know, and I feel guilty. It was like, but I don't want to give him my organic shit because I have to go all the way downtown to get it. I have to go, and it costs more. So that's why I don't buy besides that, it's very expensive too. The so-called avocado oil, which I don't trust them. I don't trust their avocados oil. They mix them up. You gotta watch the videos from the crackers. They tell you that shit is fake. Look at how beat up they look. They look like so beat up, moldy. We pay the